Hi, I'm Jessica Rodman for This is Laramie, here with Katie Hime, co-owner of Laramie Dance and Art Center here in Laramie, Wyoming. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for doing this interview. I'm very excited.
Me too.
So first, how long have you owned Laramie Dance and Art Center? Because it was never always Laramie Dance and Arts, right?
Correct. It was Laramie Dance Center, which began in 2005 under a previous owner. We bought it in the summer of 2014, and last year we changed the name to Laramie Dance and Art Center because we were expanding its vision and bringing in more forms of artistic movement and artistic creation, and we wanted a name that reflected that.
Nice. So along with dance, what kind of dance is taught here?
Pretty much everything.
Yeah?
We've got ballet and point. We've got a really strong ballet and point program, but we also have hip hop. We have a really strong Irish program. We've also got modern and tap. As far as dance go, belly dance.
Belly dance?
Belly dance.
Wow.
Yeah, which people do for dance, but they also do for exercise. It's a really good ab workout.
And then what's the art side? Like, do you teach like visual arts, like painting, or is it more like performing arts, like music?
Right now we have music lessons. We are looking for some art teachers to bring in some arts here as well, some art instruction. We have a taekwondo program that started, Snowy Range Taekwondo. It started in April, so
Neat.
yeah, so that's growing. We have bar fitness. We also have Snowy Range Music Together, which is of the Music Together franchise, which is a music program for little ones and their parents or an adult loved one to do with them. So a lot of things happen here.
Nice. So the taekwondo, when did you say that started here?
Started in April.
In April, so it's fairly new. Do you have any other kind of out-of-the-box activity classes that happen here?
Well, we have a lot of things that happen here.
I'm very interested.
Well, we're very excited that the burlesque group is here using our space. That's pretty exciting for us. And I'm teaching a beginning burlesque class as well for adults. We also have House of bounce houses. So we have birthday parties, we have open bounce times, especially in the winter time for kids to come burn off some steam. We have a new dancewear store, also gymnastics and figure skating. So this is a pretty busy place.
Sounds like it. So with all of that, do you do any other activities outside of Laramie Dance and Arts?
My husband Levi and I, we do a variety of things, things that we do professionally that that we went to college for, is what we say. And our careers, my husband is a groundwater geologist at Weston Engineering here in town, and I'm a sonographer, a medical sonographer. So I'm over at Women's Clinic one day a week, and I'm over in Cheyenne with a surgeon one day a week.
Wow.
And we're just crazy. But then we have a publishing company. So we do a wedding magazine, a Wyoming Weddings magazine, and Wyoming Lifestyle magazine, and Wyoming Woman and Family magazine is our new one that'll start in September.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, bridal expos, that kind of stuff.
Cool. So how long have you had the magazine publications?
Wyoming Weddings came out in 2009. Wyoming Lifestyle magazine was 2010. And the bridal expos we've been doing since 2009. And then the Woman and Family one, we bought it in 2012. We're rebranding, repurposing it, new for 2016. So it's been a little while.
Oh my gosh, you're just all over.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. How long have you been a sonographer?
Let's see, 2002. So 14 years. 14 years, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that goes fast.
So when you bought Laramie Dance and you added the arts, did you have dance training, or was it just like a passion that you've always pursued?
Well, Levi and I grew up in Laramie. Levi since he was 10 and me since I was 6, and I grew up in dance in Laramie and grew up with Robin Geis Dance Studio. And at the time there was Robin, and there was a ballet option in town, so there wasn't a lot. And when we bought Laramie Dance Center, it was the one in town. And our kids practically lived there, as did a lot of other families in town, and we didn't want to see the option go away. So we wanted to keep it going, and we've been able to expand and kind of make it fit, what our family does, but also what we see in the community, a need and a niche, and something that we can do to bring things to a lot of different people. And one thing I forgot to add was Japanese. We did add Japanese lessons, so I forgot to add that. I knew I'd forget
like
something.
Japanese dance or like Japanese language?
Japanese language and culture.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
So you're speaking about community. Obviously you offer a wide range of classes for the community, but what else do you do for the community?
We enjoy interacting with different groups. Like I said, the burlesque group is here. We have some different groups that that can utilize our facility for different purposes, if they need space or if they're looking for a fundraising event or something like that. Our bounce houses have a fundraising application for nonprofit groups in town. We put on lots of different performances throughout the year, and when we did our Wood Fairy Ballet last December, part of the ticket purchase price went back to a local nonprofit, and each ticket holder was able to choose where they wanted their donation to go. So we ended up donating to around a dozen different local nonprofits, and that was really exciting.
Just around Laramie?
Mm-hmm. Just
That's
around
amazing.
Laramie. We did request that it was a local nonprofit, but pretty much everyone had a local nonprofit in mind. So
Nice.
it was a lot of different PTAs, but also the Laramie Animal Shelter, reproductive health, the library, lots of great options. Epson Center.
Oh, that sounds great. Awesome.
Yeah.
So with the new semester, it just started today, correct?
It did. Yep, we're in the thick of insanity.
Oh my goodness. So you have all these typical dance classes: ballet, point, hip hop, jazz, lyrical, modern. And then you have the taekwondo, and you have the Japanese, and the belly dancing,
And Irish. And
burlesque,
Yep.
and then you have the art side. What does your semester look like? Do you ever like take a break? Like, do you have trimesters or semesters?
It depends on the class. We have some class. A lot of our dance classes go all school year long, and then we also have a summer session. We do have some classes that run in a series, like we have a country swing session, and that'll be like a 4-week series, and we'll take a little break, and a new 4-week series where you can be beginning, then maybe more advanced, and we'll swap. Kevin Bredding is a personal trainer here in town, and he rents our space for his Lindy Hop program. So he does like big band era swing. So he does that in a series too, line dancing, stuff like that. So it just depends on what the class is. A lot of our adult classes we try to do in a series. If it's a series of Saturday nights, it's a nice little series of date nights, but you don't have to give up every weekend for a whole year.
Right.
So.
And then for those who have like the full-time jobs, sometimes they just want to do something for like 6 weeks and be done.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. Yeah. And our adult classes too, we have many people who say, can I pay drop-in? Can I come in? Because we're adults, and so we get home, we're like, it's been a long day, I don't want to go, or I know I can make it this month, but then I have to be traveling for work the next month or whatever. So we're flexible with that, with our adults especially.
Awesome.
But we are with our families too. We do our best to be flexible. So.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
That's amazing. So how often are classes offered?
We have classes almost all day, every day. We have a couple Saturday classes this year. Saturdays were really popular our first year, not so popular our second year, so we try them again, see what happens. But yeah, we've got some days that we start at 9 a.m. and go until 9 at night. And other days we start at 3:30 and go to 9, so it just kind of depends.
Wow. Busy days. Oh my gosh.
It is.
So you mentioned recitals. How often do you have recitals?
We have our annual typical spring recital is once a year. It's free, and that's something that's really important to us, is that we make it free to our families and their parents that they can attend. There aren't ticket prices for the community to come participate. We also try to keep our costume prices lower just to help with our families. We do have some scholarship families, so we do try to work with people that are on a limited income, try and help make it work.
Yeah, and point shoes are so expensive.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Yep, daughter and point. So, yep.
So LK&H and Company, that's the dance wear and gymnastics wear?
Yep, and figure skating.
And figure skating.
Yep.
And it's right here in the studio.
It is part of our building.
And how often is that open?
Well, our regular hours are Thursdays and Fridays from 5 to 7 p.m. and then Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. But if those times don't work, we meet people by appointment. All of our point fittings are by appointment. Other shoe fittings that they want to do and take some time, we're happy to make an appointment. So.
Awesome. And where can they contact you to make those appointments?
Our store email is store@lkhncompany.com, or they can just message a Facebook page, message the dance center, email the dance center. Our phone number is really easy, 742-6767. Easy to remember, so you can call and talk to us. We're happy to help. And we are doing mobile stores around the state, so we've been up to Casper twice, working with a couple studios up there.
Awesome.
And going to Rollins, working on Lander, Torrington, some other places too. So.
It's very convenient instead of like driving all the way down to Colorado to get a point fitting or buy costumes. rooms.
Yeah, well, and that's our idea. And honestly, you know, wherever people take dance throughout the whole state, the region, wherever, they're welcome here. And that's something that we're really trying to hammer home, is that we're doing this for the convenience of the community, that they don't have to drive down to Denver to do that. Our Ballet One class.
Yeah, I hear little dancers.
Little dancers, there's a room full in there. Yeah, so we're trying to make this convenient for people. And, you know, also keep our revenue in the state, keep our tax dollars in the state. It's something that's really important to us.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
You know, we're very enthusiastic about what we do. Our teachers are really creative. They care a great deal about what they do. A vast majority of them are university majors in dance and theater. So this is career-worthy fodder for them. So they come in here and they work. It's good for their resumes. It's good for them. So they're really dedicated to what they do, and they like working with these kids. So we've allowed them to volunteer their time to come up with some choreography too for them.
That's great.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky.
Yeah, this sounds like a fantastic facility.
It's fun.
I think Laramie's very lucky to have a facility like this.
Thanks. We feel so. You know, there's some days you walk through and there's a class in one place and there's a class in another place, and someone's playing a musical instrument in the room and someone's trying on shoes, and it makes you feel happy to provide something that so many people can use.
Awesome.
That's what we want to do.
Well, thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
This is Jessica Rodman for This is Laramie, here with Katie Hime, co-owner of Laramie Dance and Arts Center.